Hi, this is Tom from Infinity Bricks and we have another LEGO Batman movie set review. This time we have Two-Face Double Demolition. Now this set is actually priced very much the same as Bane's set in the UK. So Bane's set's $49.99 and this set's $49.99. And from a LEGO piece point of view, you can see quite clearly you actually get more for your money with this set. Obviously you get a better vehicle and you have a bigger vehicle as far as the main vehicle as well. But obviously with Bane's set you have the big fig, and that's where the money goes on those sets that include big figs. So you know, so it's you know, you kind of, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another really. But with this set you get your 4 minifigures, and as I say you get your Bat bike, and you get this cool looking truck. And if you look at it from this side, and you can see that it's got the print here saying Falcone's Legit Construction Company. So Falcone is a character in the Batman universe. He's actually a gangster, so he owns properties and companies and things like that. So this is obviously a vehicle from one of his companies, so that's quite cool. So we'll have a closer look at the figures and we'll have a look at those in more detail. So right, for now let's have a look at this truck. So if I just get all of these little bits out of the way, and we can have a better look at the main build. Now I think this looks pretty bizarre, but bizarre in a good way. So looking at it from this side, obviously it looks like you would imagine it would look as a standard truck, you know, as you would expect in a city. But as you rotate it round, you'll see there's a completely different look on the other side. So you have these this big gun shooting whatever that is, purple goo. I guess it's toxin again. We seem to have toxin as a main theme. We also have these kind of spikes which are menacing, and if you kind of, you know, move along, you can see they rotate and spin and would carve up a vehicle next to them. These sort of sharp bits as well. So it's a very sort of dark and sinister look on the other side. So you've got two kind of trucks there really. If you had two of these, I guess you could probably build one or the other if you wanted, but I actually like the fact that we've got two in one, which I think looks great. So just to give you a look again on this side, there we have kind of the Lego city look. Rotate it round, and then we have that kind of darker look, which I think works really well. Also got this kind of purple tinted window, so they've added purple as the main sort of colour really on this main build. So yeah, so doesn't have a huge amount of play features though. You know, you can rotate or manoeuvre these this big arm here at the front and move that up and down. So it's all very manual, which is strange really. And obviously you can turn the vehicle, so you can kind of like turn. So if I move it to the front, you can see what I mean. You can kind of pivot the front left and right to sort of turn around. But again, the main feature on this set is the gun, and that is it. We have this cool little Tommy gun, which is part of the minifigure. Just taking a piece off there, put that back. No, don't know why I stuck it in there. But anyway, I'll show you that later when we look at the minifigure, so that's quite cool to have. So yeah, it's a good looking build really. Just like I say, not many play features, but fun. So do like the look of that. Now we can have a look at the Batman Bat bike, see what we think of that. Now, if you know and have looked at pictures or reviews of the Ultimate Batmobile that's coming out, there is a bike very, very similar looking to this in that set, which is a set that I have and will hope to build and review. But have to wait and see on that one. Quite a big set, takes quite a bit of time to build. But it has a bike very, very similar. Now the main features with this set is you have these sort of doors at the front that can kind of open. Obviously everything opens out. And there's Batman, seen him a million times before. Do love Batman though. And we also have these stud shooters here at the front, and they rotate, which is quite nice little addition. And down here it says Bathawk. Again, a lot of this is stickers, and the same on the main build, it's all stickers, there really isn't any printed pieces. So that again is always going to be an unfortunate thing. and the same to be said all the way around the Batmobile. So you've got stickers on the top with the bat symbol, again around the side the same again, the Bat Hawk, and then you've got this kind of print at the front, or this sticker rather. It's all very similar. We also have a flip fire missile. This rotates as well. So the main feature on this set really is just the kind of rotating guns and the fact that all of this stuff kind of opens out. But it does look quite sleek, I feel. It's an interesting look for a vehicle. Well, there we go, off he goes. Interesting look, a bit different. So yeah, pretty cool though. Again, one of the main draws on this set is going to be the minifigures. So I better show you these. These are just 2 barriers that came with it. Again, they're just sort of police barriers, nothing really exciting about those. But there you go, I'll show you those. But yeah, like I say, it's the minifigures, so let's have a closer look. So here we have the figures, and the main figure that everyone's going to really want here is Two-Face. Now we did have a Two-Face that came out with the Arkham Asylum set, but he was wearing the Arkham gear. This time we have him in his full gear, which I think is pretty awesome. It's good to have a couple of GCPD officers as well, just a slight variety. I've got a few of these guys, but if you're going to build up a little precinct, it's nice to have the characters or the additional figures. And Batman, actually, I think might be slightly different. What I've noticed with him, and I can't think whether or not I've seen this before, is you have this kind of smiley face with him and the normal face. So I'll show you that on when we have a look at the backs of them. So I think he might be slightly different. I could be wrong. I'm not used to seeing him with a grin. Most of the time he's yeah, not grinning, or he's just kind of angry or frowning or whatever. So yeah, that might be a bit different, but it's maybe I've just seen so many of them, it's hard to even know. But yeah, with Two-Face, what I love though is the fact that they've got the they've worked with this kind of melted plastic for hair rather than just a kind of different colour. So with the previous Two-Face, we've had like a kind of different colour hair, whereas this time they've done like melted plastic, and I think that works really, really well. It's great fun. And with the print detail on his suit there, he's obviously in 2 halves. You've got this kind of melted goo kind of like dripping down in the print all the way through down to the bottom of the leg. And on this side as well, you know, you actually don't have any print on that leg at all. So yeah, interesting. But you do on the other side. So he's really, really awesome. And I'm not sure if you can kind of see that, but yeah, you also have some additional print detail there just on the arm, which is great. And if I kind of spin around to the back, you can see the print again following down. So he's obviously the main character that everyone's really going to want this set for. I assume that, because that's what I wanted. And also these are the GCPD officers. Obviously no second face for this character here. Let's have a look at him from the front. Can't really see it, I guess, with the help. Oh, let's hit the help. No, he's got sideburns. That's interesting. Let's see if she has a secondary face. And that man, we're gonna have a look at those. We might as well have a look at that too. So let's take that off. So kind of spinning that round. Let's have a look at these additional faces. So we have another face there for Two-Face. Kind of a bit more scared, I guess. Maybe he's just about to be captured by Batman. And another face again for this officer. And there's Batman with kind of like a straight sort of mouth look. Like I say, maybe we have seen him before. Maybe I've got 5 of him upstairs, but literally can't remember off the top of my head. And take off these heads off and see what it looks like without these kind of backpacks on. Oh, there we go. Bit of printing on the backs of these as well, which is nice. GCPD, they do look identical actually, and they have this arm printing with the police insignia. And there's a good look actually at the Tommy gun. It's unusual to get guns like this in Lego, so it's nice to have this. I think this works really well. It's nice, nice little added extra to go along with that. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for any future content. Big thumbs up for me on this set. Looks really big, comes with an awesome figure, and look forward to doing another video again for you shortly.